That's what I'm saying. I could have been dead. Hello, my name is McCamery. I am the author of this book, From Death to Life, The Life Seeker. So go ahead and get your coffee, your hot chocolate, your tea, whatever you like to drink, and we're going to get started. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe, like this video, share it with somebody you know who's going to be touched about going from death to life as I did, and becoming a life seeker as I have become. I'm going to put a link in the bottom to my website because I want you to read my story. Here I go with my story. I was attacked to the ground by a man. I never met him before. Attacked me to the ground after groping me. And from that day, I lived in fear for 2 years. And fear was developed after hearing the lies of the devil. Yeah, it came in the form of thoughts. You know what it was? I'm going to share it with you. God is not with you. God is not protecting you. You all alone. Nobody can help you. And the last one that had me running for 2 years is, they're coming for you because you can't hide anywhere. They're coming for you. When I heard these lies, guess what I did? I believed it. I believed these lies that came forward in my head. And guess what? After believing it, I started living like in fear. Which means I took those lies after believing it, and I started changing my life based on those lies because I feared something happened to me. And one thing that supported those lies was that attack that I had. I was running on the streets, literally running to my destination because I was afraid something else was going to happen to me. I worked on my job, was in fear there, working with customers and working with my co-workers, afraid of them even touching me. I was living in fear when I got home. I didn't have peace at home. And when I went to sleep, I had nothing but so much back-to-back nightmares of people attacking me. Being attacked. Living in fear, running. I used to wake up and didn't want to sleep because I'm like, if I go to sleep, I'm going to have these nightmares. But while I'm awake, I still didn't have peace because I didn't feel peace at home. So imagine no rest. That's what the devil want to do, is wear you out. And let me tell you, fear did a good job of wearing me out. Spiritually, physically, mentally. All the thoughts running through my head. Let me tell you, horrible thoughts. And me grabbing it and believing it. I always thought, if I leave the house, I might not see my family again because something bad might happen to me. Nowhere is safe. Nowhere is safe. And I wrote that in one of my poems there. I was like, nowhere is safe. Because at that point, I was feeling nowhere is safe. Literally. Everywhere I went, it seemed like there was somebody, like if there was a hit out on me, that people identified me. That's the woman of God. Oh, over there, that's the church girl. I could hear them talking. And there's one woman walked up to me while I was sitting in a cafe working on this book right here. This very book. Saying, hey, church girl. Hey, church girl. And I was like looking around, but there was no one sitting in my area, and she was looking right at me. There's another guy on the bus pointed at me, said, I'm going to kill you. literally these people, spirits speaking out of them. After those lies, I believed the lies, which left room for the devil to operate because he moves through fear. And let me tell you, fear not. Do not be afraid. Whatever you're going through, do not settle for the lies of the devil. And I'm going to tell you why. Like I said, I started to feel different physically, mentally, spiritually. Physically, I saw discoloration. I saw my eyes turning black, bags, heavy bags under my eyes, heavy acne on my face, discolorations in different places. I saw, like, when I looked at myself, was like a heavy spirit of fear and death just all over. And my God, in spirit, I did not know that this affected my relationship with God until he spoke to me one day. I was doing a fast because I was looking at myself and I said, God, I gotta live again. Because I already made the choice. I said, I gotta live again. I gotta live again. I'm choosing to live. I'm choosing life. I'm seeking life. And I got delivered from fear after God spoke to me. It was amazing. Let me tell you. Just a few words. Just a few words. God can touch your life with just a few words, him speaking to you. I was doing a fast and I was praying to God. I said, Lord, you're just so merciful and so full of grace and love. You always forgive me. You don't even think about if you should forgive me. You just forgive me on the spot and I just love you for it. And right there he said to me, he said, I forgive you. Always I forgive you. But you held one event against me for 2 years. When he said that, I broke down because I was like, how can I worship the Lord holding this one event against him? And that's when I saw the distance, that I saw I wasn't open to God. But before then, I didn't see that I wasn't open to him. Because I was still talking with him. I was still, even though running in fear, I would pray. I was still talking with him. But I had no idea fear made itself a neighbor in my life. And God said that to me. I was like, Lord. I fell down crying. I said, forgive me, God. I said, I don't deserve your forgiveness. And I let go of my anger toward God. And God he delivered me because I chose to let it go. I said, Lord, I got to let it go. It affected my life this far. And I had no idea it affected my life with him. So, now I am so free. What God did for me, he didn't have to do it. I want people to understand the love I have for him, but I can't even express the love I have for him because words cannot describe it. He's been so good to me. When I say he's been so good, I literally mean he's been what nobody has ever been in my life. And I have never been this way to myself. Not this good. Oh, Lord. I had to forgive the guy who hurt me in my heart. For me. It was for me. And I could tell you this day, I even pray for that man that attacked me, for his salvation, that he will give his life to God and seek life and become even a life seeker and to have a chance to make it into heaven. I even pray that prayer for him. Because as long as there's a breath in his body, he has a chance to make it into heaven. So I pray for him too. God, deliver me from fear. And I want you to know, you don't have to give up. You don't have to stop and settle for the worst in your life. Whatever you've been trying to pursue, do, or accomplish, or if you had an event that happened that was like mine, similar to mine, or worse than mine, don't settle for it. And get rid of the lies of the devil and replace it with God's holy word. When you replace it with God's word, you will see the salvation of the Lord in your life. I'm telling you, what God did for me, every day I grow. Even now, I'm still growing in the Lord. There's no end to growing with the Lord. There's no end to growing. There's no end to learning all about him. He's everlasting, and it's amazing to learn about God and to see that he is protecting me. And I saw how fear blinded my eyes to all the miracles that God done for me that very day I was attacked. How the police came out of nowhere. There was no police, and then they appeared. The guy got arrested. I received everything back that was stolen from me. And I'm alive. I'm alive. I could have been dead. I was on the ground. That guy could have done whatever he wanted to do. I could have been dead. That's what I'm saying. I could have been dead.